Hello guys, I'm Quardox, your host here at the Amazing Gaming Vault. Thank you so much for tuning in to my show In The Game, where I'll have the great pleasure and privilege to meet and introduce you to some game developers from around the globe, to give you some insight on what game or new project they are currently working on. This is a show that focuses on indie games. All the opinions are honest and straightforward. Our spectrum reaches through various genres, from the dark gritty to the heroic epic, and we do not hold back to ask the hard questions, or what I like to call the uncomfortables. On this very first episode, I have two special guests here which want to introduce their game to you guys out there. So without further ado, from the beautiful Tel Aviv in Israel, the lead developer of Mark Studios and lead designer Mark and Priel. Hello guys.
Hey, what's up, Quardox?
How's it going, Quardox?
Yeah, thanks for talking to me. I'm here to ask you some questions for the fans. And why don't we start by maybe you introduce yourself to the guys out there?
I'm Priel Geyer from Tel Aviv, and I'm the lead designer of Rush Island. I make the models and textures and all the stuff for the game.
And I'm Mark. I'm basically the founder of Mark Studio. I've been starting this studio a year ago, I think. It's around a year. And I'm do texturing and I do level design, a lot of, paperwork and management and stuff like this.
Okay, that is cool. That sounds cool. And that would have been my next question. Is your studio a new studio, or have you worked on a game before?
We actually, I had one tiny game that I made for mobile. But that's not really a game, like if you look at Russia.
I understand what you mean. I get it. So basically that's your first big game title you're currently working on.
Yeah.
Okay then, why don't you start maybe by explaining to all the new fans, what is Rush Island?
Rush Island is an open world survival game that plays on first on a big island, and outside of this island you got a lot of other islands that you can go and discover them by just making yourself a boat, a basic boat, just by chopping a tree and putting that on the water.
Okay, so you say you can basically travel from the main island to other islands?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or will you spawn at different islands and make your way around?
No, you start on the main island, Rush Island, and then you discover lots of other stuff, places.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is the drive for people to go to these other islands? Do they have resources or stuff? Or loot?
Yeah, resources can be found, special resources can be found in other islands. And
yeah, we can't tell much about the other islands. You guys will probably need to go there to find out.
But what I can tell is that they're gonna have stuff that's gonna be special.
Yeah.
And that you'll have to go to just found this stuff.
Very interesting stuff.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Then let's stay with the main island for now. I think you guys want to focus on that. Mm-hmm. And what can you tell me a little bit more about the main island?
The main island is it's a beautiful island that have on the center of it a huge mountain. In the top of the mountain you got snow, and you got the radio tower on the top. Except to that. In all over the islands you got a lot of tiny caves, and in the map currently right now we made one really big cave that you can see on the trailer.
That's something I really liked.
You got like the beautiful fire that we made for Rush Island in there, and you got everything is like a little bit spooky. We're actually planning on putting some dead bodies in there, like that lying around the
and yeah, but
place.
It's not gonna be like just bodies with nothing, like you don't know nothing about them. There's like gonna be stories for each one, like
that's cool.
And except to that, we got in the island a lot of factories. We got a safe zone. It is open. We planning. I don't know if we'll really do it currently right now, because we're really, messing with stuff, but we have a plan to make it that it will be open at
Okay.
the morning and will be closed at night.
Okay, you guys mentioned a lot of stuff from caves to radio tower to safe zones, and the story you also mentioned. Maybe explain to us what theme or what story are you going for with your survival game?
With our survival game, we are going with a story that is it's basically what we have right now is that there all the people that are in Rush Island, they are sick people that got sick and they're suffering from the sickness that's called Rush. They just got from the government from the other countries like Germany and Russia. They just put everybody on one island so they could, just be there and not spread the sickness to everybody. And they just there, and every while the government send drop the medicines for that.
So let me see if I got this right. It's basically an island with smaller islands around it, but if you try to go further out, you cannot leave this island chain.
Yeah.
Do I understand this right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. And what kind of sickness are we talking about? Do you have some specific ideas about that you want to tell the people?
Basically, coughing and
Rush is a virus that you need to keep yourself treated by the medicine the government supplies you with, and if you don't get treated by that virus, it will make your
it just will kill you. Basically.
yeah, but there's gonna be
Really
like
slow.
stages until you get to that point.
So you mean
where you
it,
die.
it influences stuff like my stamina, for instance, and stuff like that?
You
Do
can
mean
suffer from
that?
illusions, hear sounds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys just mentioned characters. Let's talk a little bit more about that. What can you tell me about the characters? Will it be like in other survival games that you just spawn in with a character you don't really care about? Or will there be like factions? And what can you tell me about that?
Two cool things I can tell you about characters. First, that we have a plan on making them getting a little bit older. So when the time moving, it's not like it's something that's going to be implemented on the forest builds, but it does going to implement one day. A mechanic that just make yourself older, like you grow yourself a beer, and as the time goes, you can see actually when you go around, you can see people with beer, and then you can say, oh wow, we survived for a long time.
Okay, that is interesting. You want to add something?
What?
I thought Priel was gonna say something as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm not like working on that stuff. I'm more of the design. Yeah.
So about characters, what more we have is that we have option, to switch the character you want. If you want to be a female, you can be a female. If you want to be a male, you can be a male. All this regular stuff, just designing your character.
Mm-hmm. And I guess you will have like all ethnicities from black to white, right?
Yeah. You can have everything. And another cool thing, if you'll choose black or a male, like a regular male, white male, and if you'll choose someone that is Asian, or if you'll choose someone that is just a woman, we have like a mechanic that the character says stuff. So if your character hungry, if your character thirsty, she's gonna say stuff like, "Oh man, I'm so thirsty. Oh man, I'm so hungry." Of course, what I'm saying right now sounds a little bit bad, but it's when it's scripted and well voice acted and well, and then it sounds really good.
Okay, so you will have, I get from that you will have no like user interface with stamina and stuff like that. So your character basically always tells you when he's in need of something.
You do have some of the stuff. There is some stuff that you can't know, but there is some stuff that you can see how much. Like if you're hungry, it's going to tell you, it's not going to tell you hungry, it's going to tell you how much calories did you lose. So it's going to be based on like real life, how much calories a male man can take, need to take for 2 days or 3 days.
Okay, that sounds very realistic, to be honest. What kind of, let's jump a little bit farther ahead. What do you plan to have when the game is out? What's your vision?
My vision is just getting this game is to the top. I mean, we want to do that. You can, discover a lot of islands, just a lot of islands. Can build a lot of stuff in your base.
Yeah, we're currently working on this building system.
So yeah, when we have all of that, we just probably will make the building system more interesting. We'll put a lot of more items that people can put in, like if they wanna make themselves on their base like a shooting range, they could do that. If they want to make some sort of a shower maybe, or um, just a really cool bed room.
Will it be like,
Design.
will you have like mechanics that you can make like an electricity generator or something like
Oh
that, and
yeah,
a water
we
supply?
have
Okay.
that on plan. We already designed some um, generators, and you can right now can't use them, but we do already have the design for that. So that's on plan, and it's already been started on work. Like it's already a work in progress.
And from what I've seen and from all the videos I've made, you have made a lot of progress with items and stuff like that. Just tell us a little bit of maybe the inventory and the items that will be in the game and stuff like weapons and melee combat. Everything that has to do with items, basically, crafting.
Well, there's plenty of items, from guns to cups, or all
Clothing
clothing,
and food. A lot of food we have in the game already.
and even
Energy
organic
drinks
organic stuff such as rocks, logs,
and
grass.
we're planning on letting players be able to do some farming as well. So you can grow yourself actually weed, and you can use it as painkillers.
Okay, that's an interesting mechanic, and I think a lot of people will actually like that, myself included. And what can you tell me a little bit more about the crafting system?
About crafting. Crafting, you can basically craft yourself a boat. You can craft yourself some clothes. You can craft yourself weapons that are like homemade weapons.
You know what? I'll reveal something. One of those islands, not Rush Island, you can go over there and you'll get instructions for crafting like mysterious stuff such as you know homemade guns.
Oh, you mean makeshift weapons with where you can find some sort of blueprints or plan how to build
So
it? Okay.
basically, what Priel's saying is that we're gonna have other islands that's gonna have they're gonna have like some sort of like military zone that like or a factory that inside of it will have the blueprints that will be really rare.
That's just one thing that you can find on the other mysterious islands. Another thing, there's like these martial arts books. When you read them, then you can learn sort of fatalities. Like it's not actually a fatality; it's like skills you can use on other players.
But excuse me, Priel and Cordax, I think we're going just too much into details. So I think we should stop, talking about all the stuff because this stuff is gonna come really far away from from
What?
No, I'm actually gonna.
fatalities and all of that.
I'm waiting for you to go home so I can start work on that. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think we need to No,
If you see a different player and you come and you approach him from behind, you can like uh how you say that?
you can cut his head off.
No, yeah, all those stuff, you know, you can like break his neck. Gordox, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have like specific attacks. If you sneak from behind up to somebody,
Yeah.
you can like take him out with a knife or something like
Yeah,
that.
with you learn skills, you get like skills from different books. There's gonna be like a lot of types of books. And
Will you also be able to learn for crafting something from books
yeah.
and for other stuff? Okay. And also for base building?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'll have like blueprints and you'll have books. You can learn from both of them stuff.
Okay, that's cool. And what can we imagine to be the inventory like? Will it be like a book or a journal, or what kind of or will it be just a blueprints, or how does this work?
The inventory will be really, it's not going to be like you open an item or something. It's just going to be, you got slots in there, and uh, you got like, it's like red, you got like it's black, and it's not really interesting right now, but maybe later on the future we'll try to, go with something more crazy on the inventory.
Okay, then maybe let's jump back to the game world a little bit. Will there be, like you mentioned, logs and stones, and what type of raw materials do you use for base building? Will it just be stone and rock, or will there be like metal or something?
Yeah, we already implemented scrap metal. You can find scrap metal on the map. Um, Except that you have gold. You can find gold in caves. It's really rare, but you can find it. As right now, we didn't think already like what gold really gonna be used for, but gold is rare, and you can find it just once in a while. Um,
And is it some sort of special material? What will I use this gold then for? Will I be able to melt it, or?
as right now, I'm just thinking of maybe trying to keep it more for roleplay uses. But
Just as you mean as a currency in the world?
yeah,
To,
because
to
we
have
have the
trading
safe
and
zone,
stuff?
and people, we want to give tiny tools that people could do different uses for them. Maybe we still not get really deep into the use of them in the game, but just being there, people can do a lot of use for it on roleplay.
Like if you wanna use the voice over IP for long distances, you need to find walkie-talkie.
And over short distances, you can
Just
just
talk.
speak
You just
over a
talk.
voice over P just normally. Okay, that's pretty cool. Will there also be a chat, or will it be the sort of survival game where you're really immersed in the world and you don't have even a server-wide chat system?
So, Corex, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We are, as right now, we have a server that is open for testing 24/7. And right now we are testing the idea of, having a chat, letting people play with that. And if chat not will be fun for players, and players will not like the idea that chat is in the game and you can see, the chat from every distance, then we'll take it off and we'll just keep the area chat.
Okay, so basically have maybe even different kinds of server settings that people can choose or something, or you will just completely remove it if the community doesn't like the idea.
Maybe we'll keep it, maybe we'll not. It's stuff that just the time will tell. But just letting people play it, and yeah.
Okay, then, before we close this interview up, let's come to the end segment, and you guys put on your sales hat for a minute and tell my audience and all the fans out there why your game is something special and why the people should buy or support Rush Island.
We're gonna plan like all those stuff, and we're gonna start from the basic stuff, the basic needs for the game, and we wanna get like a lot of different stuff than other games, and we wanna make stuff really special based on the community thinking, and yeah, we wanna go on Kickstarter because we need a budget for more people to work on the game and
Even though right now we
to
have
implement
a
like
really big team. We are
yeah,
around,
we got a really big team,
we're
but
around 25 people right now,
Mhm.
if I'm right. And everything is going really well. But at the end of the day, if you pay to people a bit of money, stuff being done faster and better. So we need a little bit of a budget, a better budget than what
We own right now.
able to
Yeah.
produce. So that's about Kickstart. So we right now we didn't go to Steam Greenlight or Kickstart because we wanted to take the time with that and just do it right, because we don't want to go to Steam just to get greenlighted. We want to just get to the top on the list on the Greenlight
Yeah.
page and get advertised.
Okay, pretty nice. I think that people can relate to that because there are too many like not so good games, let's just call it like that, on Steam right now, and I think it's pretty cool that you guys actually take the time to develop something great. What would you tell the fans if they asked you to describe your game in 3 words?
Hard questions.
Yeah, hard question. I
You
think
ask a lot of hard questions, Cordax.
That's one of the uncomfortables.
3 words.
What do you think, Mark?
I can describe Rush Island in 3 words. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
What would you describe it?
Whoa. Yeah, it's a hard question. It's really hard. The best
How
game.
could you describe?
Here. The best game.
But how can you discover such a big universe? I mean,
Yeah.
we created something really big. It's really big. I mean, the game world make is huge. I mean, you can go and discover it for a lot of time and just
You won't
keep on
like
doing it.
You'll always have something to do in game. So.
Okay, so you could say maybe adventurous, maybe is one word. I would think adventurous would fit
Adventurous.
pretty nicely.
Ocean.
Adventure cooperation and
Yeah, it all in all, it sounds pretty amazing. And with that being said, guys, I say thank you very much for your time. If the fans and you guys are listening have any questions, then please comment them down below, and I hope we can get together again and answer those questions as well. And do you want to say everything before we go?
Thank you, Cordax. It was a pleasure, really, doing this interview with you. I mean,
yeah.
Just being here is a real good pleasure. And
we had fun and we got lots of work to do. Thank you very much.
And we're really appreciating here on Mark Studio all the videos that you're making. It's really fun to watch them. And
very professional.
Guys, stop, guys! I'm turning red here.
Yeah, all the times I'm like talking to Priel any video they've released, and like Cordax released a video. Let's watch it. Let's see what's it bring us.
Yeah, in the future you can be sure that there will be a lot of more Rush Island content if the development goes as planned. The ideas sound pretty interesting. Is there anything special you wanna tell the people before we go?
Except to that we are soon going to be on Kickstart and Steam Greenlight. We are doing some support for Oculus Rift.
Yeah, if anyone from the community have an idea, you can PM us on Facebook.
We are really active. I mean, we're really active.
Mhm.
We're checking any message we get.
He'll probably get a message, like a reply in 5 minutes or less.
1 hour top, worst case scenario.
If we're like inside working on something, so it'll probably take a while, but we reply really fast.
So, yeah, any questions? If there's even people that interest on getting work with us, we open for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
We are searching
for modelers, C# coders that understand the Unity C#
language, and if they know a little bit of networking, they could come to us and talk with us on mail or chat or whatever. We have all those options available to you guys to just connect with us, and that's it pretty much, I think.
Okay guys, thank you very much. And to all the fans, thanks for tuning in to this first podcast. This will be an ongoing series, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this first video, hit the like button. Thank you very much for your support out there, and I'm really looking forward to the next time. Until then guys, I'm Quardox, HEV, out.
Items. Items are items. What about items? We do have.
Well, the inventory system is
That's retarded. Even though we do have stuff about items, but we have already like hundreds of items. Just need to think a little bit. Items. Items are items.